Wow.
Hurry up, I'm 11.
This is Gary and Sharon of Ruff RV Life. This is intro number 2 because someone forgot to press the button as we were pulling in here. Anyway, that's Camping World, and there's a Tom Johnson Campground here that we're going to stay a few days at here at the Good Sam Camping World Tom Johnson Park. And I'll let you see what this park's all about as soon as we get to our registration and all that, which is inside that building. There you go.
So the tour starts here, believe it or not, at Camping World, because this is a Camping World campground. And so there's a store. All these RVs are for sale. They have used RVs, they have new RVs, and it's a short drive, half a mile, to get to the campground. Nice folks in there. Little creek, little path over the creek. There's a couple of creeks here. So this part we're going to be looking at first, and we're not going to go by every site because there are so many. This is the Rally Park. So here you have a combination of no sewer hookups and sewer hookups. Some have sewer. They're pretty close together. Of course, they're designed for rallies. There's a pavilion over there and a bathhouse, and they have a grass pad. There's a creek to the left that way, and that backs up to Camping World.
Those are all sewers.
Yeah, and then there's some sewer sites here, and it looks like they allow longer term residents, because it looks like some folks have been here for a while. And then if you want to turn and go that way, we'll just show you the outer perimeter. So there's where the creek is, right there. One of the creek, that's a little creek, and then on the other side, I don't know if it's a creek or a river, it's quite a bit wider. Looks like a great tubing destination. And there's a path you can walk your dog along the way. Horseshoes. No parking. So that's a look at Rally Park. They're organized by letter and number. And this is a Good Sam Park. Right into those trees is some beautiful dog walking. So you can see the numbers. There's S25, S23, S21, right there to the right. And then they have a RV park with concrete pads, nicely spaced for a private park, I think. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree.
Yeah, the pavilion and the playground is back over that way. A lot of green space. The service center is over here too. And here, there's a lot of people here sitting out, so we'll just show you some empty sites right along the way here. There is site 20, site 19,
Sites 1 through 12 to the left.
yeah, site 18, and there's people sitting out, and site 17. So as you can see, a lot of green space. That creek just circles on back around here.
There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 on the
Right,
left.
we are 12, that gray motorhome right there.
And they pick your garbage up.
Yes, they do. Although the squirrels were getting in that garbage back there. And you can go online and reserve. Again, this is a Good Sam Park. You have to put your number in, and there you can see the numbers here. And there's another row over there. So there's 34, 33, 32. To the right. And there's some folks off to our left. We just passed 30 and 29.
39, 40, etc. on the left.
Yeah. So You get the general idea. Most of these in the middle here are out in the sun. But you're in North Carolina and temperatures aren't too bad right now. We're in June. I was thinking the other day where we were last year in June. Do you remember last year this time?
It was hot.
We were blistering our feet right through our shoes in Arizona. Oh, probably in Arizona. We might have still been poking around Colorado then. But in here some more. There's 66 to the right.
51, 52, 53 to the left.
Yeah. 64, so it looks like the 50s to the left, 60s to the right. To get an idea. And then the shower house is really nice. It looks like they have just updated that, and it's right over there in that big building. And they have a cafe. They have breakfast and lunch. You have to check the hours. They have, certain hours. That's the building, and that's where you check in. And that's where the bathhouse is. Camping World, renovation and collision. Well, we're not getting any work done here. They have many bays there, and you said that it's a training center, right?
That's what I was going to show you.
Oh, where's the training center?
There's the bathrooms.
Yep. Right there.
That's the service department, and here's the technical institute right here.
Yeah. Camping World Technical Institute. That is cool. And then here is a dump station, which the ones we have are full hookups, and most people are on full hookup sites, but there is a dump station. And garbage. And then we head back to Ruff Road. Very beautiful park.
Is there deer and bear supposedly in that hayfield?
Yeah,
We've heard.
we saw deer come down there last night, and a lady who is here, she does security for Camping World. She said that sometimes bear come down off that hill, which is so cool.
There's kind of a big overview of across the street and everything.
Mm-hmm. There you can see the Raleigh Park.
All right.
Easy, easy, easy to get a mile and a half dog walk in. More if you want. Love this space. Plenty of room to ride your bike. Guess you could fish or tube in the river. And you're only, well, we'll fill you in on some other things to do in the wrap up coming up.
So that was our little tour of Tom Johnson Campground, which is a Camping World campground, because that's what we're sitting here in, Camping World's property. They do have the main store where they sell RVs over there, and parts and accessories where we did some shopping. And over on this side they have a cafe that's open for like breakfast and lunch, not open on Sunday. And they have the service center, and they also have a technical school. So as far as the campground goes, there's a river behind us, or a creek, whichever you choose to call it, that I've seen people put tubes in and go tubing on.
It's the Catawba River, but
whatever it is, it's right behind that
I'll
bluff
put it
behind
down
us.
in the notes.
Our site itself is a concrete site. We do have 50 amp service, we have water at site, and we have sewer at site. They do require you to put something underneath your levelers before you level your RV. We have wooden blocks under ours. That's in their list of things you do.
Right. You can go online and reserve your spot here. And you can pick your spot. And so that's a pretty big deal. Not always can you do that. A lot of times in private parks, it's whatever you get. But here, we got to pick our site. Bonus.
And we picked 12.
We picked 12. We have no one on the other side of us, and you can see the space we have between us and our neighbor. That's a nice, deep site. It's nice. And not only is the pad concrete, you also have a little living area that's concrete as well. As you can see, right there is our picnic table.
Our Verizon service here was great. No problem here with Verizon service at all. There is places that you can walk your dog behind us here. They got a little trail.
Goes along the river, and if you go to the rally park, there is a playground and a giant pavilion. So I can only imagine that you know, they have events here and things like that.
Right. But there's plenty of roads here that you can walk around. Now, as far as cities, we are about 40 minutes from Asheville, but we're actually in the city, close to the city of Marion, North Carolina, and I was there at Walmart yesterday, and it's a big city. It's not just a little town that you drive through with 2 red lights. It's got a lot of stuff there, a lot of stuff.
Which is surprising because where we're at right now is so quiet and peaceful, and you've got these country roads, and you get this feel that you're in the middle of nowhere. But we're also only 10 miles, was that about 10 miles off of Interstate 40. So we're east of Nashville, just off of Interstate 40, 10 miles.
But if you need stuff, it's about a 15-minute run up to Marion, the city of Marion, and get whatever you need up there. Ruff Camping World doesn't have it.
Yeah.
So as far as things to do in the area, I am now going to turn that over to the investigative reporter who has done her investigative reporting.
Well,
so
this is a list of things
Detective Sharon, take over.
This is a list of things I would like to do, but we are here trying to catch up. We have visited family, and so we had laundry to do. Our toilet broke. More on that later. And guess what? Even with the Camping World right there, they don't have a toilet that can fit in our camper because we need a low profile, and they don't have one in stock. We could order one. Anyway, long story short, we've been a little busy. I'll fill you in on the toilet situation on another video.
Okay, and now we're going to get into the things there are to do around here that we finished with the toilet.
Okay, so first,
that was a tangent, wasn't it?
First and foremost, you are in the mountains here. You're not far from the Smoky Mountains. Again, 40 minutes to Asheville, the Biltmore House, and everything that Asheville has to offer. But there's also some places that are closer. And I'm going to start with the furthest out, and then everything is like less than an hour that I'm going to share with you. Some only minutes, some 30 minutes. But if you want to go to the tallest peak east of the Mississippi River, Mount Mitchell is only 54 minutes away. It is 6,684 feet high in elevation. So that's pretty impressive. I know Gary wants to go.
Just a little over a mile.
I bet there's some awesome hiking there, but we're not going. That's one.
Roll now.
Blue Ridge Parkway is close by. Deer Lick Gap Overlook, and there's other overlooks on the Blue Ridge Parkway that you can access not far from here. There is a fish farm. There's Buck Creek Trout Fish Farm. There's a honey farm at Sweet Betsy's Farm. There's a cheese shop. There's the Linville Caverns, which is only 26 minutes away. There's Tom's Creek Falls Trail, which has hikings and beautiful waterfalls, and everyone says it's super easy to get to. The hike is not bad. It's 7/10 of a mile one way and then back. It's about 1.5 miles. I really want to go to that, but I'll be back at this park. That's 14 minutes away. There's a tap room, there's a wine bar, there's a brewing company. So, and probably any restaurant that you want. There's a Catawba River outdoors rafting and tubing. So you can, we saw people tubing yesterday right behind here. It's so inviting. It's such a beautiful river. There is Joseph McDowell Historical Catawba Greenway. It's hiking by the river, and that's about 3.5 miles long. Plus you can do an extra 1/4 mile. It's flat, it's paved, it's wheelchair accessible, it's good for strollers, anything. It's a nice peaceful walk, good place to walk your dogs to. And then probably closest to us is the historic Carson House, which is the home of John Carson, Colonel John Carson, back in the day. And it also became the McDowell County Courthouse, and it costs $10 for adults to get in. Children under 12 are free. So, and I'm sure I am just scratching the surface because there is so much to do in this area besides just sitting out at your campsite and looking at the hills that surround you.
So,
but if you want to get a little hike in, like I said in the drive about, if you walk down the river, you can easily get a mile and a half just walking down and back. It's beautiful. So,
now that we've concluded the tour of the area, tomorrow is another move day as we continue through North Carolina. So if you would click like and subscribe, it does help us out if you do that. Let us know if you've been in this area or maybe at this part.
and are there some things that you like to do in this area?
True.
Maybe there's something that I didn't mention because we were only here for a short time. So we didn't get to explore like we usually do.
So, to wrap up, this is Gary and Sharon. Rough Road RV Life, we like looking to freedom. Safe travels, people. Take care.
Hope to see you on the road sometime. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Camping World. Camping World Campground.
Continue on US 70 East for 1.5 miles.
There you go. So long. Till next time.
Oh, look, they moved that potholer up front for us.
Did they? Was it really? Oh, there's the historic Carson house. Man, we could have walked there.
I know where it was.
Why didn't we go there?
I drove mine to go in the Walmart. $10 to go in there.
There's RV park, turn around, Buck Creek. Garden flowers. So I love this because you're like not in the scary mountains, but you're in the mountains. Nice. Okay. On the road.